more outstanding, but they're among excellence. We have a total of 24 nominations, and you'll hear a little bit about them. You'll hear a little bit about the committee's challenge in reviewing their paperwork and their credentials and all. So you'll see how tough it is as we review everyone. The purpose of this is really to recognize our outstanding support staff, our non-certificated staff, and the role that they bring to the educational process and to the classroom, either right in the classroom or supporting throughout. We have a large number of that 24 make up our building service managers, assistant managers. We have 2 cafeteria managers that have been nominated, 10 paraeducators nominated tonight, 4 secretary to the principals. We have a program manager, a media clerk, and IT tech. So a nice spread among our support staff in that. As we get started, I would like to recognize first off our Board of Education members. Tonight, Mrs. Bailey, our chairman, was unable to be with us, as well as Mrs. Crosby and Mrs. Allen, and our student board member, Mrs. Lee. But with us tonight is Mrs. Rita Weaver, the vice chairman, and she's going to say a few words to us if you'd like to stand up. Also with us tonight is Mrs. Mary Washington and Mr. Scott Smith, our superintendent of schools. I would like for all of our principals with us or their representative, if they would stand for a moment and be recognized. I truly thank them. I know the instructional role they have in the school, but taking their time to help support this program and the support staff is really critical, and I thank all of you for seeing the importance in this and doing this. And I know that talking with you, your secretary, your support in your office, and the building service staff and all are some of the few that are important to you every day in helping the operation of your building. So I thank you for that and taking the time to recognize them. I'd also, over the last 6 years, like I said, we have 18 people that have been recognized for this award, and I thank them. There's some of them that have come back year after year to recognize their fellow workers. And so as I call their name, I'd like for them to stand up and be recognized after I call the name. So first, Tracy Lumpkins from Capital Planning is with us. Rick Carroll is with us, and he was from Transportation, has won this. Pat Davison from Lexington Park. Donna Phelan from Evergreen Elementary School. And Warren Trossback from the maintenance shop. So if we give them a round of applause. At this time, I would like for all of our this year's nominees, if you would please stand. We welcome you to this ceremony, and we'd like to recognize you. Thank you. And now, the families and support for our nominees, if you would stand for a moment, because we recognize your role in support of the nominee and what it takes, because to be nominated, you're an outstanding employee, you're outstanding to your position, and I thank you for that. And so thank all of you. I did just see Kim Locker, if you would stand up. I missed you coming in the door. From Banneker Elementary School, she's been a winner in the past. Sorry I missed you on the list there. So at this time, I would like to start the ceremony, and we'll be recognizing everyone in the 24 nominees, and then we will, at the end of that, we will announce the winner of the Educational Support Professional of the Year and the honorable mentions. So with that, I'm going to ask Mrs. Mancini is going to read the names, if she'd come up. But before I do that, I do want to say one thing about the nominees and the nomination committee. This year, the committee was co-chaired by Ashley Varner. Ashley is going to be taking it over, but he co-chaired this year with me. Dr. Ridgel was a part of the review committee, and representing the principals was Jeff Dorenzo. Faith Abernathy was on there as representing Seismic, and I'd like to recognize Sherry Godfrey. She really is the coordinator of all this and helps bring it all together. So if we could give them a round of applause. Appreciate it. So with that, Ms. Mancini, if you want to come up and read the nominees. As your name is called, if you would come to the center aisle, come forward. The board member and the superintendent will be up here to present you with the certificate and everything. So with that.
Okay, I'm going to name or read the nominations alphabetically by school and end with the Division of Supporting Services. Mark Frederick, Building Service Manager, Banneker Elementary School. Mark is a kind-hearted man of character, always willing to help where needed. We are always greeted by Mark with a smile on his face. His positive attitude impacts all around him. He's a very humble person and dodges personal recognition. Many of our operations staff members look to Mr. Frederick as not just a colleague, but a mentor. Not only can he connect with employees, but he's willing to talk to and have students work directly with him in order to turn negative behaviors around. When we hear on the walkie-talkie, "Where's your location, Mr. Frederick?" we all laugh because we know that Mr. Frederick is everywhere. Mark Frederick. Mary Wheeler Kennett, Paraeducator 2, Library Media, Chopticon High School. Mary's bright smile and pleasant tone of voice help her rapidly establish a rapport with the students. Mary believes classroom management is pivotal in creating a learning environment in which students can be successful. Her heart is in her job, and she goes out of her way to assist staff members and students. When asked to assist with any task, you can always count on Mary responding with, "Anything you need, just let me know." This is stated in a cheerful and sincere manner. Mary Wheeler Kennett. Jennifer Griffith, Secretary to the Principal, Dinard Elementary School. Jennifer is the front line for frustration, but is able to calm nerves and keep her cool under pressure with her caring manner. She has an amazing ability to shift on the fly when necessary. Jennifer is the master at setting the tone and ensuring that students are comfortable when they come to the office. After all, the office can be a pretty intimidating place for a student. However, she will not accept disrespect or disruptive behavior from them. Jennifer makes a concerted effort to involve families in their children's education. Parents can be assured that they will be treated with dignity and respect at all times. Jennifer Griffith. Elizabeth Betty Dubler, Cafeteria Manager, Esperanza Middle School. Throughout her day, Miss Betty, as she is known by staff and students, goes out of her way to speak with students, parents, staff, and visitors, always exuding positivity and a can-do attitude. Miss Betty works with administration in a very flexible manner without complaint, often offering her expertise and experience to assist in determining solutions to issues as they arise. Ms. Dubler always has a positive and cheerful attitude and treats children and staff with respect, dignity, and understanding wherever she interacts with them. She approaches her job with great attention to detail, along with enthusiasm and care. Elizabeth Dubler. Michael Allen, Assistant Building Service Manager, Evergreen Elementary School. Michael's wonderful attitude and eagerness to do whatever needs to be done is recognized and appreciated by the whole staff. His willingness to help with any task is commendable. Michael has a caring and kind nature. I have always found him to be extremely positive and more than willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. Michael is an integral part of the superior team of building service workers. He sets the bar high and takes pride in his accomplishments. Our school feels like a clean, proud home due to his tireless work. Michael Allen. William Sexton, paraeducator, Fairleigh Academy 1. Mr. Sexton's relationship with our students is one of trust and respect, and this allows him to make headway with even our most unmotivated students. He is constantly pulling students into small groups to reteach concepts that are missed, and at the end of the day, can be found out shooting hoops with the kids and talking about their evening. Mr. Sexton always has that listening ear. Mr. Sexton is willing to help any student learn. He truly believes that all children can achieve greatness. Often students will come to me excited about their particular test they did well on. When I ask what they did differently to demonstrate such success, the students will say, "Mr. Sexton helped me." Mr. Sexton wants to eventually rescue animals, but says it won't be until he's finished rescuing kids. William Sexton. Mark Binkley, Assistant Building Service Manager, George Washington Carver Elementary School. Mr. Binkley comes in every day with a radiant smile on his face, a skip in his step, and a desire to work. Regardless of the jobs that face him, he never hesitates, he never lags, and he never complains. Mr. Binkley never expects anyone to do anything that he has not tackled himself, and always with his humble attitude. Mr. Binkley's positive attitude is also an inspiration and shining example to our students. They see him attending each task with gusto and efficiency. He is quick to acknowledge and encourage students throughout the day. The students respect him and look forward to seeing him and helping him. Mark Binkley. Tina Dial, Media Clerk, Great Mills High School. Tina is a first line of support for technical issues, and staff members feel comfortable going to her with problems because they are always treated with respect. Although everything that Tina does is exhaustive, she remains a humble and grounded person. Her commitment to moral values and personal beliefs remains unchanged. Mrs. Dial is always smiling and uplifting with her motivated eagerness for the educational system. Her love and passion for teaching, directing, encouraging, listening, and genuine care are all whom she encounters, for all she encounters is refreshing. Tina Dial. Gabrielle McFadden, Building Service Manager, Green Holly Elementary School. Miss McFadden is known as Miss Gabby at our school. We are not the neatest group of people, but Miss Gabby always has a smile on her face, regardless of the mess we make. She has a robust work ethic and is never satisfied with the status quo. She is always looking for ways to improve by taking a steadfast approach towards managing the needs of the school system. When Gabby joined us at Green Holly Elementary, the building service team desperately needed stability. Within the first week, there was a major shift in the attitudes of her team members, and the faculty and staff noticed many improvements. Gabby is very humble, never boasting about her accomplishments. Ms. McFadden has established wonderful relationships with the students. If someone appears sad, she will find a way to brighten his or her day. Gabrielle McFadden. Deb Hines, kindergarten paraeducator, Leonardtown Elementary School. Ms. Hines' dedication to children is only matched by her incredible positive attitude. She has always a smile on her face and a hug to share with a student. Ms. Hines possesses a great deal of patience, knowledge, and empathy. The students respond to her with enthusiasm, and it's very evident that they feel valued and comfortable in her presence. Ms. Hines is like a ray of sunshine. Her light touches children and adults alike, filling everyone with warmth and giving them the power to grow. Deb Hines. Joseph Rawlings, IT technician, Leonardtown High School, and unfortunately Joey is not able to be with us here tonight, but I'm still going to read what they have written about him. When Joseph arrives for work, he hits the ground running. He remains calm and confident as he troubleshoots issues. He's willing to help solve the most impossible tech problems. His troubleshooting is rapid and dead-on accurate. Joey doesn't just think outside the box, he thinks way beyond the box. He is a curious and constant learner, keeping up on all technology changes. Joseph is organized, reliable, and tech-savvy, and has a wonderful rapport with the staff and students. He has the ability to communicate highly technical information in an easy-to-understand way. Joseph Rawlings. Kimberly White, Special Education Paraeducator, Leonardtown Middle School. Kim sets a warm and inviting tone to the classroom while ensuring a safe and healthy environment conducive to learning. There has never been an idea, accommodation, or modification shared with Mrs. White that she hasn't been willing to tackle for the betterment of a child or a colleague. There has never been a time when she has not seen the goodness or ability in each and every child. She instills self-confidence in each and every student so that they can believe in their own unique abilities. No matter what issues her students bring to the classroom, Mrs. White finds and celebrates their abilities and does so with respect and more patience than any of us have. We envy her for this trait. Kimberly White. Paula Raeleigh, kindergarten paraprofessional, Letty Marshall Dent Elementary School. Mrs. Raleigh's exceptionally positive attitude and warm and caring nature make her a person who is appreciated and enjoyed by everyone. She handles the pressures of day-to-day life with grace and patience. She has a natural ability to collaborate successfully with a variety of people in many situations. It is evident that the students enjoy Mrs. Raeleigh based on their interactions with her. She has such a positive rapport with them, and they know that she truly cares about them and is there to help. Paula is someone who can take on what may seem to be an unattainable task and not only make it work, but make it work successfully. She consistently goes the extra mile and always with a smile in the hope of helping others achieve. Paula Raeleigh. Joseph Somerville, Building Service Manager, Lexington Park Elementary School. Mr. Somerville is very tenacious when it comes to his duties and works well with his staff to ensure that they have the same attitude about their duties as that he does. Aside from his duties as Building Service Manager, Mr. Somerville has taken time to encourage and inspire many of our children by sharing words of wisdom when they tend to get off track. The students know and respect Mr. Somerville and chip in to help him care for our building. Joe is a detail-oriented individual with a keen eye for anticipating issues before they arise. His greatest strength within our school can be found in the way that he has become part of our school culture. He is complimentary and speaks to the student with dignity and respect. Joseph Somerville. Emma R. Ruiz, paraeducator, special education, Margaret Brent Middle School. Mrs. Ruiz can find a teachable moment in nearly any nominal task for her students to learn because each student is unique and learns differently. Her passions for education and the undivided attention she gives to our students help to create this, within the SAIL program, the feeling of being part of a family. Mrs. Ruiz's enthusiasm, passion, empathy, and personality skills help improve the relationships with students and staff while improving student learning on a daily basis. She is able to provide ideas that are outside of the box because she understands students at a level that is remarkable. Brad Henry once said, "A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love for learning." This quote best illustrates Mrs. Ruiz's teaching ability. She inspires students daily. Emma Ruiz. Linda Talteville, cafeteria manager, Mechanicsville Elementary School. Linda is a warm and caring person. She greets everyone with a smile. It is because of her efforts that she has earned the respect of our students. Linda motivates our community. Linda's skills do not end with her ability to efficiently manage her kitchen and staff. She handles difficult situations with remarkable patience and admirable tact. Linda loves people, works hard, and always tries to lift the spirits of those around her. Linda Talteville. Katisse Williams, Secretary to the Principal, Oakville Elementary School. Mrs. Williams projects a warm, cheerful attitude to our students, parents, staff, and community members. She resolves conflicts and difficult situations with remarkable patience and admirable tact. Katisse is always willing to take on new projects and assist the staff however possible. She is also a source of inspiration for other employees who want to get the best out of their job duties. Katisse is a gregarious person who works hard and always tries to lift the spirits of those around her. Her perseverance is amazing. Katisse Williams. Melissa Tran, paraeducator, Park Hall Elementary School. Mrs. Tran contributes ideas to help strengthen and improve the learning environment every day. She works collaboratively with all teachers and administrators for all events with a can-do attitude and a smile. She instills pride in all of us, making us want to do our very best by giving her our best. Mrs. Tran is adept with assessing the needs of learners and takes the time to build genuine relationships with the students, learning about them to assist with identifying what works with every individual. Students want to work with her because she makes them feel smart and important. Melissa keeps us laughing, positive, motivated, and united as a family to make sure that our students are successful and believe that anything is possible. We would be lost without her. Melissa Tran. Jessica Crandall, pre-K paraeducator, Piney Point Elementary School. Jessica's kind and gentle ways provide the children with a sense of security and acceptance. They naturally migrate to her. She takes the time to really get to know each student so that she is able to recognize and meet their individual needs. Jessica is untiring in her efforts to bring enjoyment to the educational experience and often utilizes humor and play to motivate children to become successful. Her students find classwork fun, exciting, and a rewarding experience. Jessica brings enthusiasm to daily tasks like bus duty. It doesn't matter what the weather is. Jessica's sunny and bright disposition is the first thing students see. Jessica Crandall. Edith B Smith, kindergarten paraeducator, Ridge Elementary School. Mrs. Smith is always dependable, responsible, motivated, and hardworking. She is respected by her colleagues and always willing to do what is asked of her. She will offer assistance when she sees a need. Mrs. Smith has dedicated her 41-year career in St. Mary's County Public School System to being a positive and consistent presence in the life of her students, both former and current. She has a fierce dedication to her students, but also a firmness which earns their respect. Edith comes into the office each morning, always with a smile on her face, with her famous, "Every day you can get up and dress yourself is a good day." That is just one of the many glass half full moments that she shares with us each day. She has a positive outlook on life and inspires others with her infectious attitude. Edith Smith. Peggy Erdolino, secretary to the principal, Spring Ridge Middle School. And unfortunately, Peggy's not able to be with us here tonight either, but I'm still going to read her comments. Mrs. Erdolino is a very conscientious person about her work activities and has great relationships with students and staff. She has a keen sense of humor, a genuine personality, and is very passionate about her job. Peggy, or Auntie Peggy, as she's affectionately called, is an extremely hardworking, dependable, trustworthy, and responsible individual who is meticulous and detail-oriented in the execution of her job. One of the most important aspects of Peggy's character is her ability to work with difficult individuals with respect, kindness, and most importantly, fairness. Peggy is always willing to offer a word of advice, encouragement, or a shoulder to lean on. Peggy Erdolino. Connie Aikens, special education paraeducator, Town Creek Elementary School. Ms. Aikens consistently demonstrates her ability by accommodating the diverse needs of all children in a nurturing and positive manner. She puts forth the efforts to best meet their needs. Ms. Aikens understands the importance of building a positive rapport with her students. Through her interactions with them, they know that they are valued. They feel her concern for them as individuals, and that transcends into their willingness to cooperate and put forth their best effort. Ms. Aikens always has a kind word for others and is eager to learn more about educating and supporting our students. Connie Aikens. Janice Batts, secretary to the principal, White Marsh Elementary School. Janice is the heart and soul of White Marsh Elementary School. She is responsible for the warm, welcoming environment that we are known for. She has been the first face that families have seen for the past 12 years. She handles stressful situations with a calm, cool demeanor and a smile. Janice's positive attitude and willingness to help others is unparalleled. She is well respected by parents as well as her colleagues. Janice is always willing to do anything you need. There have been many times when faced with a dilemma when we ask ourselves, what would Janice do? Janice Batts. And finally, Julius Bond, Program Manager, Department of Food and Nutrition Services, Division of Supporting Services. Mr. Bond goes above and beyond the call of duty to ensure the smooth and efficient operation of the food service program, and is consistently positive and supportive through the most difficult challenges. Julius has developed and maintains professional and supportive relationships with everyone he interacts with. He works quietly behind the scenes to ensure that all of the cafeterias in St. Mary's County Public Schools have the food and supplies needed to feed our students. He is a master at coordinating these efforts. Julius always treats everyone with a great deal of courtesy and respect. He's often heard saying, "What can I do for you? Let me help, and I can do that for you." Julius Bond.
At this time, Mr. Smith, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much, and what I really appreciate with all of you is how eager you are to help others and how eager you are to not necessarily stand in the spotlight. So we get you up here, and it's good to get the practice of handing out diplomas as we're getting into the season of diplomas. I wanted just to have a couple of moments with you today, and I want to frame my words around five words. Many hands make light work. How many people have heard that saying? Many hands make light work. It dates back to the 1300s, and it communicates really how communities had to exist back then. Everybody had to pitch in. Everybody had to do their part to get the work of the village done. In the 1990s, it came back around as it takes a village to raise a child, but I really do think that many hands makes light work more aptly applies to all of you. Many hands make light work. Each of you, each day, lend your hands to our work, and in doing so, you lighten the load and make the journey possible, whether it be spotless floors, a perpetual smile and a positive greeting, the extra care given to a lunch prepared, or the countless hours spent working with our children, mastering lessons. You lift our children. This year, our media staff and IT professionals have devoted themselves to making sure students can log on, take an assessment, or access learning on a host of digital platforms. Others have adapted lessons to make meaning for students who struggle, and several of you have helped administrators wade through paperwork and central office demands. You lift your colleagues, and you make sure work gets done. So today is for recognizing excellence in our educational support professionals, and I just have to say, I applaud every single one of you, and thank you for what you've done yesterday, what you've done today, and most importantly, what you will do tomorrow. Thank you so much.
And now some comments from Mrs. Weaver from the Board of Education.
Congratulations on being nominated for the Educational Support Professional of the Year. It is my honor to be here. Each of you have demonstrated qualities in your area of expertise which make you stand out among your coworkers, and you do so much more. Whether you are the bus driver or secretary, for many latchkey students, you are the first person who greets them in the morning. The building service manager and cafeteria manager who notice a child's new shoes or takes interest to find out how the student did at their athletic event. The media specialist who sparked interest in a child when helping the elementary student pick out that perfect book, and the paraprofessional who is a child's and classroom's biggest cheerleaders. The IT manager who keeps one step ahead of the tech-savvy students and 50 steps ahead of the rest of us who are technically challenged. You demonstrate pride in your job and in yourselves. No matter what your profession, each one of you have impacted the lives of those around you. You may never know the full impact which you bring to others, but years from now, when you receive an invitation to a high school or college graduation, to a wedding, or you're stopped in the store by an adult who now vaguely looks familiar, and this adult tells you the great things that they have accomplished, and you were the one who believed in them and in their dreams. I have a personal story to share with you. My brother was a school bus driver, and recently he was honored by a former student who got married. He was asked to drive the wedding party on his school bus. He felt it was such an honor to be thought of after so many years. And you have the ability to touch and shape so many young lives in a positive way. On behalf of the Board of Education, we congratulate each one of you for your nomination.
Thank you, Mr. Smith and Mrs. Weaver. At this time, I would like all our nominees to stand up one more time and be recognized. Okay. The procedures for recognition and all is that we would recognize one person as the support staff of the year and 2 honorable mentions. Over the past 6 years, 2 times the scoring by the committee and the deliberation by the committee decided that 2 people would be recognized as the support staff of the year, and there'd be 1 honorable mention. This year, once again, it's tied, so we will recognize 2 individuals as the support staff of the year, and there'll be 1 honorable mention. In doing that, for all 24 nominees, the scoring is so close, it's hard to believe, but it's not hard because of the excellent work and you're being put forward by your schools is really no surprise in where that comes to. So each of our individuals will receive a trophy tonight recognizing their work. There will also be a plaque that will be hung in their school for the next year with their name added to those from previous years. And there's also a plaque in the board meeting room that their name will be added to as well. So at this time, we will announce the winners, and I will ask Mr. Smith and the board to come back up and join us one more time.
I have a sealed envelope. And I would like to announce first the honorable mention for the Education Support Professional of the Year for 2015 goes to Emma Ruiz. And as Mr. Clemens said, it was so close this year. We have 2 people recognized as Education Support Professionals of the Year, and the first is Miss Melissa Tran. Sure, why not? And also to be recognized as the Education Support Professional of the Year, Miss Tina Dial.
Let's have one more round of applause for everyone. I certainly do congratulate all of you and the support and everything that you do for our students every day. This concludes our ceremony. However, I would like all the nominees, if they would come over to this wall, we'd like to get a group picture of you. And then our 3 winners, we need pictures of you that will be placed in the boardroom. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for nominating everyone very much.